Hi, it's Lindsay from InfoSpark, and this video is going through our advanced document generator for Smartsheet. What you can see on my screen here is a fully formatted Word document that was created with our advanced document generator using Smartsheet data. So for anybody who's familiar with making documents in Smartsheet, there's a cool document generator that is available out of the box in Smartsheet, and that allows you to get a fillable PDF template and put Smartsheet images and text data into it, fill in that template, and allow you to have a PDF file. And the two main weaknesses with that function is that A, you can't edit that document afterwards, it's a PDF, and B, you can't put multiple rows of data into the template. So you can take one row of data out of Smartsheet, put that in the PDF, which can be exactly what some people need. But if you're needing to, say, put an invoice together that has multiple line items, or do something similar to what I'm showing here, which is an inspection report with multiple observations, that can't be done. And so what I want to do is just go through some of the features of this so that you can kind of see what's possible and see how that would apply to whatever you have in mind. And then I'll get into the back end to show you how Smartsheet can be used to actually produce this. So some of the elements in here that are pretty cool is it's a full Word document template. So it's got headers, you can have tables, these are proper Word tables. I'm using Google Doc here, but it's fully compatible with Microsoft Word as well. We've got some summary information, so some statistics around the whole document, and then we've got individual items that are coming out of individual rows in Smartsheet. So there's a combination of a couple of fields from Smartsheet as well as the images themselves. And then at the bottom of this, and you can see one of the features is this repeating header in a table, which for those of you who are just used to Microsoft Word, that just seems like a really obvious feature. But then when you get into like the PDF template world, this kind of thing's actually quite, it's impossible. And then at the end of this table, we've got some further information and then some dates and names and that kind of thing. All of that is driven out of Smartsheet. This example that's one table that's spread out over 3 pages. So you have this concept of document flow. So with a PDF, fillable PDF template, you have a certain amount of space that you need to use to put data into. And if you've given yourself, say, a third of a page for the information to go, but you've only got one line of data, it will just have this big blank spot. Conversely, if you have a small amount of space, but you've got a lot of information that you want to put into it, it just won't fit. So when you're using a Word document template, you can have this concept of flow so that if you've got a lot to say, or if it's a big table with a lot of items in it, it'll just seamlessly flow into the next page and the next page and the next page as you just take for granted with Microsoft Word. Okay, so this is the document. Let's move over to the data. So what we're looking at here is, this is where in this case, we were looking at inspections. So here is an inspection and each row represents a document. And you can see what our add-on has done. Once it's generated the document, it just attaches it into the Smartsheet row as both a PDF and a Word document. And the reason most of our customers, they're saying they're actually happy with the Word document because they get to get in there and make some final edits. But as a time saver, if all you need is a PDF, then you can do that too. And so you can see for each of these documents, we've got that pair of attachments. And if there's ever anything that changes in the underlying data, it can regenerate the document and put a new version in here. So this is where you actually get the document, but what might that data be based on? Well, if we jump into here, what I've got is an observations sheet where images can be uploaded, where you can specify which document that observation relates to, which inspection that relates to, collect some extra information. That can be done with a form, and we even are able to support uploading attachments if you need to, and then have that attachment, if it's an image, get moved over into the sheet so that it can be viewed in the sheet itself. So really what's happening here is Smartsheet is collecting lots of records of information, and then we have a report here that starts to consolidate it all together. So this report will say, all right, we've got a series of different inspections with different images and different observations, but with this demo one that you saw on my screen earlier, this is all of the observations that relate to that inspection. And it's as easy as that. So for you to be able to use our advanced document generator, you might already have a fully working system that allows you to say you're putting quotes together. You might have a set of sheets that allows you to say, right, these are the different items within my quote, and here's the actual higher level information. So it's kind of that parent-child relationship between the summary information or the documents that you need, and then the data, the detailed information that needs to be included in the document. So we can, you might already have a system like that and you're just looking to have the documents made more easily, or you might need us to build the whole solution from scratch to automate an existing process or even build out a new process. So that part's really easy. It's what Smartsheet's really good at, is to quickly build these sorts of systems. And then once you have that built, then our add-on deployment specialists can come in, they can connect into your Smartsheet, and they can build the automated routines that will take your data, put it into that editable document or that PDF document, and then attach that to the place that you need that. These are quite customizable, so that can be spread out over multiple sheets if you need to. If you had, say, different document templates that are needed for different use cases or in different sheets, all of that can be accommodated as well. And then, as you've seen, the end result is that you have either a PDF or an editable document so that you can come in here and edit your PDF, or sorry, edit your Word document and then send that off to your customer. Now, if you've got any more questions about our advanced document generator, please feel free to reach out to any of the folks at InfoSpark. We'd be happy to help.